possibility of scoring from that angle, and this is...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle.
Card can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Makaleli. And he's only too happy to take that back. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Makaleli.
Eyes on now.
And he cuts out the supply. Mbappe. Ball played for Rijkaard. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
He is starved of space and time. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's found a way through. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Nicely shaped ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Azar. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Foot in. Bellingham. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. And chance for a shot! It's in! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Number 20, Kylian
Al Nassr
Mbappe.
have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That is good alertness. Now, can they get him away? Ambitious ball here. Well read, nice interception. Rijkaard. And it's Van Dijk. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Azar. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Now it's Mbappe.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vitinha, and once more he proves rigid and robust. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Now it's Mbappe. Al Nassr appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And here's the chance to counter. Over to the left. Great vision. It's a promising position. Referee has just said play on. And he's managed to get rid. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Mbappe.
Rijkaard.
And that's a simple... Henderson. Mohamed Salah. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Azar. Nice interception, well timed.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Mbappe is on his own. And he's quick to get it clear again. Borussia Dortmund can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Mbappe. Thinks about the shot. He's having a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he thumps it clear.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
That's that, the end. So in the end,